Welcome back, everyone. It is day 24, and going through what I have done today, I have gotten 3,000 coin. Most of that is coming from, or 4,000 coin actually. Most of that coming from the Merge Dragons achievement. I did get my third achievement at 70 dragon power. I kind of have left Solitaire 2 a little bit alone. And yeah, we have crossed the $2 a month residual. However, one major thing that I have changed here is I've brought back an app that I used to go to quite a bit, although I didn't really have too many points on it. But there's a few of you that have sweared by this app, and that is current mode. So I'm currently sitting at about 1,870 points after doing some tutorials, confirming my email, and all the other stuff. And we'll see where I'm at in a day or so. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of listen to some music on it and get paid for it, and we'll see where we're at from there. So for today, we're going to be talking about MTurk. We'll do that first, and then after like a week or so of me on current, I'll see how current is, and I'll give my feelings about that if I want to keep it on the engine or not. So for today, I'm going to talk about MTurk and just a few tips if you want to get into it and you manage to get accepted to it, because I'm not 100% sure if MTurk is allowed for everybody, but for most people that I know, they're able to sign up for MTurk okay. Now, you probably aren't seeing these buttons, you're probably not seeing this button, and you're probably not seeing this little bar here at the top. And part of the reason why is because I actually have an extension that's going to be very helpful. As you can see, if I tried and clicked on, oh yeah, and you probably don't have these like red and green graph things as well. You would have a much more skimmed down version of it when you first start. And the reason why I don't recommend doing MTurk on that is because a lot of these tasks that you're given are going to have they're going to have a problem. Like, you're either going to be surveyed out, screened out of it, or you're not going to be able to do them. Or, for example, something like this, a survey for a penny. Like, yeah, why would you do a survey for a penny, or this 20-minute survey for 70 cents when there's plenty of other surveys out here? If I can find one, here's a 20-minute survey for $2.67, for example. So it's a lot easier to find them with a little extension known as MTurk Suite. And MTurk Suite is where you get all these different buttons and also a screen, which I will go to here, called the Launch Finder. And here you can see every single task, all color-coded for you and set up. You might need to go to settings and fix things the way that you want them. I have them like this: qualified only, creation date newest first, a page size of 100, a minimum reward of 1 penny, although sometimes I'll probably increase that to like 2 or 3 cents. But just a fair warning that if you do that, then the number of tasks that show up, it will take the first 100 tasks and filter them out. It doesn't do it where you just get more tasks if you try filtering some of them out. So that's just a fair warning. Now, to get the highest possible pay on this, it's pretty simple. You just try to find the dollar value of something and see exactly, well, they're approximate how many minutes it would take. Usually it'll take you a lot less than this, especially if you, once you get used to it. But in this case, like, you take a look at this, see if there's a bonus, find out how many minutes it is, and then tally it up. So, for example, this one has $1.20, and it takes 10 minutes. So, yeah, 12 cents a minute. The standard that I try to keep to is 10 cents a minute. I want to make sure that I can get at least 10 cents a minute out of a survey or a study. There'll also be some tasks as well that will come out in batches. I don't see any here, but there was one quite a while ago, if you remember. Okay, not quite this one, but there was like 4,000 of them. Then I did about 50 of them, and what happened there was I did approve most of them. I think I got like $45 for it. So that was a nice little boost to my income there. And I do try to set a set goal of how much money I would gain every day doing it. And I do take a break. I don't do this every day, by the way. But as you can see, I set a goal of about $5 a day. I don't always hit it. I'm sitting at $1.23 today. And I'm going to try to do a little bit more and see what happens. But I'm also really busy and I got other things I got to do today. So I'm not sure if I'll hit it. I might get another dollar or two. We'll see. Now, if we go to the dashboard, you'll see that your current earnings are going to be right here. And you will see, like, you can also transfer out of a certain one. I do recommend that if you go to payment preferences. So if you go to payment preferences, you have the option to transfer to your gift card balance or to a bank account. You can set up your bank account information here. And your payment frequency, I strongly recommend going every 3 days, unless you only plan to do this like a couple times a week. Then make it every 7 days. But yeah, that's my main pieces of advice with this one. If you get into it, is absolutely use the launch finder on MTurk Suite. You right click MTurk Suite up here, and I know you can't see it, but there's an option for launch finder there. You'd click on that. Find a survey or do something like a pick food task or something that would take a small amount of time, and keep it to about 10 cents a minute if you can. That's my best advice regarding that. And also, you know, try to keep it to no more than like 1 or 2 hours a day if you can. This can really drive you insane if you try to do more than that. I know some people tried to make a living off of it in the past, and there are some who reach the master level after you hit a certain amount of tasks and a certain amount of approval rate. I guess you hit a master level and you're qualified to do more surveys for more money, but still that doesn't really amount to that much either. So that's just my pieces of advice regarding MTurk. Now, someone had mentioned that there is one app that does better than MTurk. It's called Current Mode, and I have started doing that. If you noticed on my, let me click here, on my current standings right here, that I have started adding current. And I think that the conversion rate, if you use PayPal, is something like 1,100 points to $1. So if that's so, I'll see what happens. It's definitely looking like a good option for active income, but I'm going to give it a couple weeks before I make a decision on that. Okay, so I think the worst of the connection issues from yesterday are done. I'm going to go ahead and buy another plot of land. But before that, let me just do this one spin because I found this diamond on the ground here. And we got 2. All right, not bad. That still puts me at 108. I'm going to go ahead and buy a plot of land here. I'm going to go ahead and choose... Ooh, this one up here is not bad. I'll take this one. I'm going to click OK. And we have a... rare. Okay, another rare, another 11 cents a month added on, something like that, 11 or 12. So yeah, that will be it for this one. Tomorrow I'm gonna put out another update, and you know, I think it's spring forward coming up tomorrow as well. So don't forget to turn your clocks back forward 1 hour, and I will see you all tomorrow.